winners of 4 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Pittman. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. The hand to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Crispin. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
Offensive coordinators always swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Scanning the field, it's Everett. The throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback keeper. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
The running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Give to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Makes a grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Runs through a tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Wants to throw. It's Everett. Just a short pass to the tight end. just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Let's go! That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Oh, it's a reverse. Got room to work. Crosses to 40. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little ripe here on 1st and 10. They run the reverse. Running to Green. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his big tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spears. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. formation for these receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Everett. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. This is a designed run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And tackled there by the defense. Rooster crows. They are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He throws one to the left. He's got it along the sideline. They'll immediately call timeout. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Makes the grab. They they make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Connection to the right. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Fires to the right. He's got it.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. To the races to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion, the big fourth down conversion?
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ncaa. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the give off the left side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ncaa. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed. And you got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. The give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Nittany Lions are marching down the field. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw...
Turning it on! Touchdown, South Carolina! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Wisconsin is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been jumping around since the first whistle. They're up by 21 over Colorado. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to pound it in. They to a disaster. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the final total. That could be important to some if you like games of chance, but they're still coming up well short. And this is how this one comes to an end.